This is Professor Joe, your education advocate. Our topic today is about philosophy of religion. This is going to blow your mind. You can use logic and experience to discuss God's existence. The philosophy of religion belongs to metaphysics to show God's existence rationally. That even non believers can know God using this rational inquiry. We use theodicy, not theology, as a philosophical defense to justify God's existence, especially when the discussion is faced with objections from atheists. The problem of the existence of evil in the world also raised a big objection to the existence of God. In philosophy, proving God's existence often boils down to two main approaches, the ontological and the cosmological. There are two approaches to proving God's existence: the ontological approach a priori, a rationalist approach, and the cosmological, a posteriori empiricist approach. Ontology is the study of being and investigates the nature and manifestations of being. It uses reason or intellect to know that being of God or that nature of God. Looking at Anselm's ontological argument, he calls God something nothing greater can be thought, meaning that God's being is the best, the greatest, organ, the highest. It is like saying no one is above him. The other approach is cosmology, which is the study of the cosmos, universe, or the study of the physical material universe. This approach uses experience to know the existence of God. The physical material world points to the creator, maker, and origin of all things. Let us understand Anselm's ontological argument that God is nothing greater can be thought. He then is the greatest being. Being the greatest, he cannot exist only in the mind but also reality. Hence, God has to exist both in mind and reality. Failure of God to exist in reality is a failure of that God to exist as a being who is nothing greater. Let us also understand Aquinas' cosmological argument. Aquinas used five common ways of experience in the world: motion, efficient causality, necessity, gradation of being, and the purpose of being. In the study of cosmology, three things are true. First, something cannot come from nothing. Two, something cannot be the cause of itself. And three, there cannot be an infinite series of cause and effect. Both approaches have weaknesses and strengths. The ontological argument seemed difficult to follow but intelligible using logical arguments. We can argue based on the premise of the being or nature of God. If God is the best, greatest, and highest, then he should show that nature is also in reality, or else his being is not true. The cosmological argument is the most convenient because it can be demonstrated through experience or what you see. So it can connect from experience, shown in the context close to our experience. The need for proof of God's existence is necessary to show in the philosophy of religion with purpose, to have a philosophical defense to justify God's existence, especially when faced with atheism and the problem of evil. Thank you for watching. Please support and share my channel.